Welcome to Still a Part of Us, a place where moms and dads are able to tell the story of their child who was stillborn or who died in infancy. I'm Lee Red, and today we're talking with Mark, who shared the story of his daughter Breklyn and her life and her experience and her legacy. Mark, thank you for coming on and telling us the story of Breklyn. It was wonderful to hear your experience, the wonderful time that you got to spend with her, and the legacy that she has left. We'll turn the time over to you, Mark. What's some sage wisdom that you've got for us?
Yeah, thanks, Lee. I appreciate it.
Hey, you're welcome.
We
were talking about the tattoo on your arm. I'll show everybody the tattoo. When did you get that?
Yeah, so I got it about a year ago, and I'll tell you, I absolutely love tattoos, and I have more, but I hate getting the tattoo. I absolutely hate it. It's painful. But, since we lost Breklyn in 2016, I always wanted to get her tattoo and a way to remember. And, others see it if you're at the pool or whatever. It strikes conversation you can talk about or you can share. So I finally got it done last year, and the process wasn't fun, but I love it.
Well, good. Yeah, I got a tattoo because of the love that I have for my family. So it's good to talk to you about your tattoo too. So what is some advice that you would like to, it could be anything from don't say this, do say this, don't do that, do this.
Yeah, what I would say is I found over the years, the first thing is there's no right or wrong way to grieve. And when I think about being the dad, right, we're always supposed to be the stereotype is we're the strong, right, no emotion. And what I found is it's okay to grieve. It's okay to have difficult days. And I think it's important to, whether it's cry or reflect or talk about, because if you don't and you're always there for your significant other, it will build up over time. So I found that you do have to work on yourself and take the journey and grieve. I found, along the way, there's some things that have helped from different mementos that I carry, whether it's a pacifier or having a tattoo or, the heart chain that was on my daughter. Things like that are really helpful. Or when I think of when she was buried, she has a Seattle Sounders scarf that she's wrapped in. And so every time the Seattle Sounders play, that is kind of the way I connect with my daughter. And she gets dressed up. Our Brek bear gets dressed up in a jersey. And I feel like I connect with her during that game versus others might go to the cemetery. So I think it's okay to grieve in your own way, celebrate in your own way, think about her in your own way, but don't let others tell you it's done this way or that, hey, this happened 5 years ago. You should be over it by now. It's okay to continue to talk about it and to go through the process. So that's kind of the biggest thing I've learned, while at the same time having outlets to reflect or to remember her. Most recently, I developed our website for Because of Breklyn.com, and it was a way for me to connect and tell her story and reflect. So that's kind of what I've done over the years.
Now, tell us a little bit more about Because of Breklyn.com. We mentioned that because of her birth and her death, you guys were able to help change local law here in Utah about how a mother is admitted into the hospital and stuff. Is your website sort of a continuation of that work, or?
Yeah, so Because of Breklyn was really developed after when if I reflect back when we were at the hospital, we were given an unstuffed Build-A-Bear. And within the first year, we stuffed our bear and we named it Brek Bear. And our Brek Bear is in all our family photos and goes on vacations or wherever we go. So she's like a part of us. And I found it really helped us through the process, not only grieving, but making sure she's with us today and is continues to be a part of our family. So we found it really, really helped. A few years ago, we decided we wanted to do the same for other families, just with how much support and help our unstuffed bear, our Brek bear helped. So we started Because of Breklyn. It started out on social media, and we began accepting donations. And then on May 23rd, Breklyn's birthday, we go to hospitals and donate the unstuffed bears. And I believe our first year we had about 100 that we donated in these care packages, which include the unstuffed bear, a penny poem. So one of the things we like to do is anytime we find a penny on the ground, it's a kiss from Breklyn. And so I'll be on a business trip or out somewhere and we'll find a penny, and it's cool to think, hey, she's there with me right now. And we'll send photos, and we keep them in what we call a kiss jar. So our kit has an unstuffed bear, a kiss jar, a little card that kind of tells our story, but we want to be able to, families that experience loss have the opportunity to reach out to whether it's myself or Corchele, or if not, that's okay too, or to get a bear in their hands to hopefully help them through their grief journey. So if I look at today, we are close to 500 bears that will be delivered on May 23rd to Utah hospitals, Las Vegas, Nevada, Southern Cal, and Idaho. Thanks to really all the friends, family, and the community for all their donations. So we're essentially using our story and our platform to try and give back and help families through that process.
I didn't really know that story, so I'm glad you were able to elaborate on because of Breklyn.com.
Yeah, thanks for letting us share.
And when you pick up the penny, do you put it in your pocket right away, or do you sort of just leave the penny where it's at and let somebody else find a penny?
Yeah, so when we find the penny, usually we'll take a picture and I put it in my pocket and bring it home, and we have a kiss jar. And so every time we get a kiss, anyone in our family, we put it in the jar, and it's slowly kind of filling up. I will tell you that we will leave pennies at times, for others to find as well, kind of giving back. But it's really cool. If I think about, things that remind us of Breklyn, it's when we find a kiss, our Brek bear, and then white butterflies. Those are kind of our things. Hence the butterfly on the tattoo, right?
Oh, now I see it. Yeah. Well, wonderful. It's nice to hear how you are able to see your daughter in the world. So, is there anything else that you would like to talk to us about? The advice? Any other advice you'd like to impart on people?
No, I mean, nothing else new than what I already shared. I just kind of reiterate again what I found is to do you, no matter how long it takes, no matter how short it takes. There's no right, wrong way, but just make sure you take care of you and go through the process so it doesn't build up, and don't let others tell you a right or wrong way.
And I agree. Your own grief is very personal to yourself. Well, Mark, thank you so much. It has just been a pleasure to talk to you today. It's been very wonderful to learn about your daughter, Breklyn. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Lee. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.